welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be showing you some of the most expensive jets in the world. We're going to start with the smallest, lowest priced private jets, going all the way up to the most expensive planes that billionaires can buy. For $3.5 million, you can buy this aircraft right behind me, and it's the only single-engine civil aviation certified jet, and it's pretty cool, and you can actually fly this yourself. $3.5 million, guys, that's it. And we're going to meet Constantine, who's going to tell us a little bit more about this jet. What makes this so special?
As you presented it, it's the only civil aircraft with a single engine jet.
Okay.
It's the world probably the only personal jet. We call it personal because more than 80% of our customers are actually the pilots as well. So it's
really
owner flown.
Can we jump in?
Sure.
Let's get in, guys. Let's have a look at this plane. All right, so how many people can sit here?
So you have one pilot and six other passengers. So another 4 adults, and those are child seats.
Okay, and generally, who are your customers?
Most of our customers, they start their pilot license in that airplane, and then once they get experience and once they realize they need something bigger, faster, and overall nicer, so then they transition to this aircraft. We are quite unique in the industry that we create our own customers.
Wow, okay.
So we create with most of the people, 40% of the people who buy their first SR propeller aircraft, they do not have a license yet.
Really?
Yes, most of them successful businessmen. They always dreamed about aviation. They always dreamed about flying themselves. And then they learn to fly with us most of the time. And then they transition, and slowly they're getting. We have the safe return button, which with one press, that's why it's positioned right here.
Yeah.
That with one press, the passenger, if anything happens to the pilot, the passenger can activate it, and the plane will bring the whole family back to land absolutely automatically. So
really?
It will land itself. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Bring it home. If that doesn't work, for some reason you're in a region where you have no airports to land, let's theoretically assume that, then you have a parachute system. So the whole aircraft parachute system is that handle you need to activate.
Okay.
And then a whole parachute, which is 90 feet wide, it's more than 30 meters wide. It will bring the airplane back safely on the ground.
Really?
You do not have to open the doors, you don't have to jump out of the airplanes. Everybody is sitting like we're sitting here, just wait for the moment until the touchdown happens, open the doors and evacuate the airplane.
So this is a Bombardier manufactured, it's a Challenger 604 manufactured plane.
Okay.
We have recently taken it to Turkey. I've done a complete cabin refurbishment.
Okay.
So once you look inside the plane, you're not going to see the age of the plane.
Okay.
You've done the complete paint job. It's a special paint effect job, and it's with a VIP configuration on the interior of the cabin.
Let's go in and have a look at the plane?
Sure, let's go in.
Let's do it, yes. Tell us a bit more about the range of this aircraft. How far can we fly?
So at this Challenger 604 special, this fleet, we are looking at around 4,200 nautical mile. That's covering around 8 hours of cruising range.
Okay.
And around 41,000 feet in terms of the cruising ceiling.
Okay. And in terms of interiors, you guys have changed it completely?
Oh yeah,
So the
we have
gut
done
renovation?
it complete, including the seats. We have changed it to a more comfortable and bigger seat. So it's the lounge seating, which you can pull it outwards, turn it, so it comes out from those tracks.
Oh,
It
really?
comes all the way out. So if you push this lever up and then slide out,
Oh, wow.
and then you can turn it and then.
Oh, I wish I've done that. So much more comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have
very
changed
nice.
the carpets completely.
Okay.
Seats, the wooden, the veneer for that, the ceilings, and the special clothes for the D1.
Wow. Very cool, man. Very cool. How much does this aircraft cost, firstly?
Well, the range is, let's say, first of all, it depends on the year of manufacture, but the
Okay.
range of this one, let's say between $17 million to $25 million.
All right. How many people in the seat?
It has 14 seats, but
Okay.
we can only carry 10 passengers on it because it's just more comfortable, you know?
Wow. And does it have different zones in this
Yes,
aircraft?
of course, we have 3 different zones.
Okay.
With the club seating. The last zone, it has a TV in it. Maybe
Okay.
we can check it after a while.
Yeah.
It has a TV in it and like a big couch, so we can make a double bed.
And what sort of people are getting these planes? What kind of clientele do you guys work with?
So mainly governmental, famous people, singers,
Oh.
businessmen.
Can you drop a few names?
No, I'm sorry. I signed an NDA. It's confidential.
All right, guys, so we're gonna go check out this plane from inside, and I'm very excited.
I'm very excited
Let's
as
do
well.
it.
Thank you. So, as you can see here, this is the crew rest area.
Okay.
You know, for long flights, because this aircraft can fly up to 12, 30 minutes, hours straight.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So for your long haul flights.
Exactly. We're talking about, for example, from the USA to Riyadh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love the interior over here. Very nicely.
We make sure to have our aircraft branded and our favorite brands, Fendi, in this one.
Yeah, I can see the Fendi. And so, where does the big boss sit in this aircraft?
Anywhere they like. Actually, mostly
Yeah.
they sit there because it's like a private room, a private area.
Okay.
We can make a bed.
Wow.
there.
Okay. So you have a 3-seater sofa, and can you guys change the layout of the aircraft?
Of course. Actually, we can just like put the table back at its place and we can make a bed in here.
Even the materials that they've used over here, it's all
Exactly.
suede. You know, it's
Yes,
feels extremely luxurious. Very different from your regular aircrafts.
Yeah. This is a sofa. Some people, actually, we had some of our clients playing PlayStation and Xbox in here, which is really nice, actually.
Very cool.
And it can be a bed as well.
Very nice. So the maximum capacity in this aircraft is what?
It can carry up to 16 passengers,
Okay.
but we prefer having 10 passengers on board.
Make it more comfortable.
Exactly.
So Joanna, when your clients fly into an airport, how does the immigration work for people who are, chartering these private jets?
Well, here's the thing. The private jet lands in a completely different place than what the commercial aircraft lands. So usually we have our FBO, which is a fixed-based operator.
Okay.
It's completely luxury. You will have someone to stamp your passport. You will get some champagne waiting for them.
You have a VIP experience.
Exactly.
Okay.
And actually, it's not like commercial. You don't need to wait at the airport for like an hour and a half prior to the flight. You can just arrive 5 minutes prior departure. Get your things done.
Drive into the
Exactly.
runway and get off in the runway, get onto your plane.
That's it. It's this simple.
And are you allowed to smoke in here?
Yes, of course, smoking is allowed.
Oh wow! You guys can charter a plane and smoke on board. That's pretty exciting. What's the craziest thing that someone client asked you and you were like, okay, this is a bit too much?
Okay, so actually it did not happen with me specifically,
Okay.
but I heard that some client booked an aircraft, a complete private jet, for his dog.
For his dog.
Yes, he
Wow.
he really misses his dog.
Oh wow! So he flew his dog, just him and his dog in the plane.
Yes.
Wow, that is when you have insane amount of money and you don't know what to do with it. Those are the guys that are not buying real estate and doing things like this. $17 to $18 million, guys. You could buy this. So what you see behind us is the Bombardier Challenger 3500. And Christina, tell us about this plane.
So the Challenger 3500, we launched it about 2 years ago.
Okay.
We delivered already 200 of these. So it sells really well.
Okay.
It can fit up to 10 passengers. The one that you'll see is configured for 9 passengers, right?
Okay.
But it's an aircraft, it's a very reliable aircraft. An aircraft that can fly from Dubai to Paris or Dubai to Beijing, right?
Yeah.
So very well liked by businesses, corporations who want to get to their destination fast and easy.
And the big question, how much does this aircraft set you back?
So this one would be $27.7 million.
Wow, okay. $27.7 million. Alex is the agent who sells some of the most expensive aircrafts in the world. Alex, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you, Farooq. Thank you for inviting me.
You have to check out his YouTube channel, Alex from Jet Hunter. To follow Alex on his Instagram, we'll make sure to add his details in the description below. Wow. Now this is luxury, guys. This is the Falcon 6X, right?
6X, right. This one is absolutely stunning, brand new aircraft. They just released it for sale.
Okay.
This is up-to-date model.
Wow, wow. What else is there over here? So you have a sofa sitting
This
area as
sofa,
well.
yeah.
So you can literally come over here, have a nice little meeting over here with your friends if you want to. The captain is right up there, up ahead. So you're literally, this is your space. When you own this jet, I mean, you travel like a king.
This one, these are sofas that recline together, so you get one big bed.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. So this comes together, it becomes like a king-size bed?
Right.
Wow. And that's the washroom right
That's
at the back?
the lavatory and the luggage compartment that you can have direct access during the flight.
And how many people can sit on this plane?
14.
Wow. 14 guests. You and all your friends can jet set in the Falcon 6X.
Guess which seat in any aircraft is the boss seat?
The boss's seat.
The boss's seat. Guess which one?
I mean, I would say this one right over here,
Why?
just because it's a bit more open and you can see the entire plane.
Well, you're very close.
Okay.
Actually, this one.
Oh, that's the boss's seat. Okay,
That's
so you're
the boss's
facing,
seat.
you're
You are
facing forward.
The cockpit. You are facing the captain. You are facing the cockpit. You can see what goes on in the cockpit. You can see what goes on in the kitchen.
You know what? I'm very tempted to sit down over here on the boss's seat. So this is where the boss seat is, and you have a table over here which can get stowed away over here. Very high quality wood, and even these seats are just the latest in design. Then over here you have a button. Let's try and click it. Okay, so that's where probably your iPad goes in. Your
Right.
iPad or your phone. You have a cup holder over here. You have a charging port over here, and then you have this nice little LCD display that has your lighting setting, and then you can call the crew members as well. So
Flight attendant.
Flight attendant. This is nice. Sitting on the boss seat, you have the best view of the front of the aircraft. You can look back and call your friends. I mean, this is how billionaires travel when they're out with their crew.
Absolutely. And if you push this button,
Yeah.
you're gonna close the curtain.
Ooh.
These are two regimes.
Wow, it's like a little touch.
You see blackout,
Such
total
a
blackout, and half blackout.
Wow.
So you can push it.
It's such a soft touch.
Absolutely.
Wow. This is very, very cool. This is probably the most luxurious jet I have ever seen.
Great, thank you.
It looks absolutely stunning. What kind of people are buying these aircrafts from you? Are they celebrities? Are they royal family members? I mean, those are our guesses, but
Well, I guess most of the time it's more corporation, basically owning jets. Then we have, of course, wealthy families. We have royal families and governments. These, the main clients around.
wow. And what sort of aircraft is more faster moving? The 6X, the 8X? I mean, someone who has the money to buy this probably has the money to buy that as well, right? So what's the differentiating factors? What are the questions that you ask?
Let's say I would have an aircraft for you, depending on your mission and your operation. That depends of whenever, what's the distance you want to fly, what's the mission you want to go. If you have challenging airports, the Falcon answers all those missions. And in fact, here the 6X is quite appealing because you have the largest, widest and tallest cabin section of the industry. So
Okay.
you can see we can be moving around here easily, and that's a lot of comfort coming along with that.
Okay.
So that's we close that.
You have a privacy door over here as well.
Yeah, exactly. So the point is that on an aircraft like that, you can go from Dubai with the 6X and land in challenging airports like London City, Lugano. Falcons are aircraft to go to your destination, to your
Okay.
final destination.
Okay. And the big question that I have for you, how much does something like this cost?
Well, you got to think of a budget initially of in the 55 million, plus option dollars.
Okay.
So that's the 6X.
Okay.
So one of the big differences of Falcons compared to others is that digital flight-by-wire means that as we are here, we're on the ground, but when you're flying, you have the same perception. You feel like you're on the ground. It's
Wow.
absolutely stunning. The engines on Falcons are separated to the fuselage by silent blocks, so there's no vibration from the engine. You see just the effect of the door on the noise cancelling.
Yeah.
It's,
We had a bunch of noisy crew members over there having a good time, and then you just with a click of a button close the door.
Exactly,
I mean,
so-
this is reminding me of a Rolls-Royce. I mean, this is the Rolls-Royce of jets, right?
Absolutely.
So guys, stay tuned. We're just gonna keep going a little bit higher. So if you got $55, $60 million somewhere there, this is for you. If you want to spend more, we'll show you what to buy. So Alex, tell me a little bit more about your clients. I think it's a very fascinating field, selling aircraft to people at the top of the food chain.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what's the craziest requirement that you've been asked for from
Well,
customers?
To be honest, that's a funny side of the story.
Yeah.
The most requests came when I did charter flights before,
Okay.
like 8 years before.
Okay.
And usually people think that business aviation is a very fancy thing with a lot of crazy stuff going on, with champagne, with naked girls, with black caviar.
I mean,
But
that's
in
the first
fact-
thought that comes into my mind.
Yeah, but that's the first thing that comes to your mind. But in fact, in 6 years of making charter flights,
Yeah.
I have none of these requests.
Really, huh?
Yeah, nothing. Usual request, let's start with this. Private jet is a transport, is a means of transport.
Yeah.
And most people, the rich one, use it as it is. They do not order some crazy stuff or something like this. They fly usually families, business partners. Maximum that they have the Dom Perignon champagne,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit of black caviar, but
That's
just,
about it.
just on top of some food, some nothing special.
Nothing so
No,
crazy
no,
where
nothing
people are
so
popping
crazy.
champagne bottles and having a
No,
crazy party
no.
inside a DJ inside a
No, because it's very
aircraft.
expensive to clean the aircraft afterwards. So they understand perfectly that if they spill champagne on top of the aircraft somewhere, that would cost them $10,000 to clean that. So they're pretty familiar with all the prices, and they use the aircraft very accurately, especially
Wow.
when it's your own aircraft.
Of course.
So basically, these are very normal and basic requests from
Sophisticated people,
Sophisticated.
you know, they don't
Nothing-
do all
nothing
that
special.
crazy
no,
stuff.
No golden carpets or golden plates.
Wow, it's completely different from what some of the guys are probably
Yeah.
imagining.
Yeah.
Trig standing with a bunch of
No.
girls, or you see
No,
Dan
basically-
Bilzerian walking in with
Yes.
all these girls.
But basically, these requests come from people who pretend to have money,
Yeah.
but in fact they don't have money.
That's true, guys.
This is the Falcon 8X. So 3-engine, same thing, digital fly-by-wire system. So it's an aircraft that has the ultra comfort, flies you 6,450 nautical miles. So we're talking about, in fact, the aircraft is capable to fly directly from New York to Dubai, non-stop.
Wow.
Flies at an altitude of 51,000 feet, like the 6X. So you're flying directly above the turbulence, above the traffic. So it's, carpet seal.
Just how a billionaire would want to travel, right?
Absolutely.
Avoid the traffic, avoid the turbulence, and you have 3 engines as compared to 2 longer aircraft as well, and of course, more capacity. So if you have a bigger party than 14, this is what you need to buy. So Alex, what's the main difference between the 2-engine and the 3-engine?
The Dassault Falcon
Yeah.
is the only aircraft that has 3 engines.
Okay.
In terms cost-wise, it's very expensive because you need to maintain 3 engines instead of 2.
Okay.
And in a year, it adds like 1.5 or 2 millions on top of the regular price that you spend on the aircraft.
The regular
But-
maintenance and all of
right.
that.
But
Okay.
you have absolutely stunning benefits.
Okay.
This is a simple physics. The bigger aircraft you have,
Yeah.
the longer runway you need.
Okay.
If you want to land somewhere in London City,
Yeah.
which is very in the middle of the London, but very short runway.
Okay.
Usually you take small jet, but with the Falcon 8X, you can land on this strip. So with this very big aircraft, you can land on a very small airfield just because of 3 engines.
Wow. Okay.
When it flies, when it departs, it flies up like a rocket because of these 3 engines.
Wow. Okay. So
2
it just-
engine,
rather than flying like this, it flies like on
yes,
a more
absolutely. So you
higher
feel,
angle.
you feel like a fighter pilot in the cabin of this jet. But
Okay.
anyway, you can use the big aircraft with a very small runway. And for those who need it, they're ready to pay more to have this option.
Wow. Wow.
This is one of the biggest Falcon aircraft.
Okay.
What you can see here is the kitchen for the flight attendant
Okay.
who makes nice cooking, wine, champagne. On the other side of the aircraft, you can see a crew rest zone.
Okay.
So this is the zone where during the long flights, like 12 hours, 14 hours, the crew have some rest here.
Okay.
So we see here the pretty same layout.
Okay.
This is the club seating, the dining area for 4 passengers, and the 2 sofas at the back. So
Okay.
pretty same, but the aircraft is a little bit longer than the 6X. And flies, it has more range than the previous one. So most aircraft are pretty same from the outside, but the idea is in different specification, a different range, so we can fly longer than
Understood.
the previous models.
So I have a very simple question. So if suppose you buy this aircraft and you spill coffee on the floor or on the seats, is it very easy to get them changed and cleaned up, or
Depends on what did you spill. If it's a red wine, that's a complete disaster.
Really,
So
huh?
you try, what you can do is you order dry clean. They can clean the walls, they can clean the carpet.
Okay.
If it doesn't work from the first time, you do it the second time.
Okay.
Each time costs from 1,500 euros to 2,000.
Oh wow. Okay.
Something like this. So it's very, very expensive.
So you want to care about who you're inviting on your private jet.
Yes.
Do
don't
not
drink
call your crazy friends.
an ex-girlfriend.
And ex-girlfriend for sure. And thank you so much, Alex, for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank
Farooq.
you so much.
Nice to see you. Hope you like the jet.
I love
Which
it.
one? Which one would you buy?
We'll get back to you about that. So guys, we're here in front of probably what I would define as the Rolls-Royce of aircraft. We're here at Bombardier. Thank you, Christina, for showing us this beautiful jet. Tell me a little bit more about this particular aircraft.
So this is the Global 7500 aircraft. It's the largest aircraft in our portfolio for now.
Okay.
Next year, we will be introducing the Global 8000, which will fly even further and even faster.
Okay.
So this is a 4-zone aircraft. It's
All right.
meant to fly missions of 16, 17 hours, right?
Okay.
So from Dubai, you can reach Australia, you can reach New York easily. So it's an aircraft for long
distance
missions.
flights.
Yes,
Okay.
and the 4 zones really ensures that our customer arrive relaxed, refreshed, and they're ready to take on the day.
Oh, wow. Okay. What kind of people are buying these aircrafts? Tell us a little bit more about your clientele.
So we have a good mix, right?
Okay.
So we have corporations,
All right.
CEOs, right? Chairmen fly the aircraft. We have fleets who are interested in the aircraft as well.
Okay.
But also really it's a really diversified portfolio.
Because I saw a lot of celebrities online who own a Bombardier. So I'm not sure if Christina's allowed to drop in those names, but I know there's a lot of top big celebrities that fly this jet. There's a lot of royal family members I know that fly around in Bombardiers.
Celebrities for sure, but
Yeah.
I would say for businesses, this is really a productive tool, right?
Okay.
It's a tool meant to be productive and for executives to go, arrive, sign deals, right?
Yes,
And that's it.
yes. Can we go inside and have a look?
Of course.
Let's do it, guys. Let's go check out the plane from inside.
So a Global 7500 can fit up to 19 people. This
Okay.
one was configured to fit 14 people.
All right.
So when you come in, as I said, it's a 4-zone aircraft.
Okay.
So when you come in, you have a gathering area, right, where you can sit comfortably.
Okay.
Right behind it, you have a dining area. So you have a
Okay.
table, you can close it off completely, right?
Alright.
To really dine with your guests, with the passengers on board.
Cool.
Once you're done, you can move to the entertainment area. There's a partition that you can close for privacy. There's a TV there, a divan, so you can really lounge, relax after a big day. And then in the back, you have a dedicated bedroom with a bed, like an
Like
actual
a 5-star hotel.
That's it, like a 5-star hotel. And then in the back, you have the lavatory where you can have a stand-in shower.
Oh,
right?
wow. It has a shower as
It
well?
has a shower.
Oh, wow. That is pretty cool. There's not a lot of aircraft that you can do that. You know? So, do you see a lot of guys wanting the larger configuration or the smaller configuration?
It really depends on the customers and on the need, but I would say the bed and the bedroom
Is a
is a very popular option because on
Okay.
those long flights, right, you want an area where you can really rest and recharge.
All right. And now, the big question.
Yes.
How much is something like this going to set you back?
So the list price for a Global 7500 is $78 million.
$78 million. This is the Bombardier, guys. This is the Rolls-Royce of jets. And thank you so much, Christina, for showing us this beautiful aircraft.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I hope you guys have enjoyed the tour of these amazing private jets that we saw over here today at the air show. If there's anything in particular that you thought, make sure to mention it in the comments below. And like every time, guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hope to see you guys again for another great vlog.